Well, we're very excited that we're going to be able to begin to worship together in the sanctuary again. First, I want to encourage everybody, this is not a requirement. If you are more comfortable at this point still staying at home, we are also going to continue our online worship service at home. And want to encourage many of you, you probably should continue to worship online at home. And certainly then if you're in a high-risk category, or if you're not feeling well, please, we don't want you to come. So if either you or one of your loved ones, one of the kids is not feeling well, then we would ask you to stay home. But I want to just do a walkthrough of how it's going to go, because even though we're coming back to church again, things are not going to be as they were. So first of all, we're going to ask you to wear a mask. So as you come into the church, make sure you are wearing a mask. And if you're not, the greeters then are going to ask you to put on a mask. If you don't have one, then we will have extra masks for you. So as you enter the church, you're going to see the doors are going to be open. You're not going to have to open any doors. Ideally, it's with a mask, not touching anything, and not touching anybody. In other words, and you've been doing this now for 10 weeks, anytime you've gone out in public, it's social distancing, and it is just making sure you're keeping at least 6 feet between you and the other person. Please be respectful. And I know that we're a loving church, and I know that we love to give hugs. This is Pastor Steve, who loves hugs, saying to you, don't. Please, in all honesty and with due respect. So you're going to see too that we have quite a few places where if you need hand sanitizer, you can have hand sanitizer. But as you come in, first thing I want to note is, honestly, please use the bathroom before you come. Try not to use the bathroom when you're here. We know that these are hot spots, but if you have to use a bathroom, then try to do this as touchless as possible, using a hip to open the door. When you have gone to the bathroom, then please, please wash your hands well. And then when you dry them with the paper towels, as you exit, all you have to do is open the door with the paper towel around the door handle, prop it open with your hip, and throw the towel away. So again, trying to, as little as possible, have it a touchless experience. So trying not to touch anything, keeping your distance from everybody, wearing your mask, and then just following instructions. So what I mean by that is, as you proceed towards the sanctuary, we're going to have quite a few ushers, and it's very much going to be like a wedding. And in weddings that you've been to, maybe ushers then brought you down and seated you in the sanctuary in a chair. And so we're going to do the same thing. As you go into the sanctuary, we have arranged the chairs where we're making sure there's 6 feet of distance between every row. So we've taken some rows out, actually shoved some chairs forward in those rows. But we're going to make sure that we keep 6 feet of distance away from each other. If you're the first to go in a row, we want you to go all the way to the end, because we want to try and maximize the seating. And then we're going to keep, and the ushers are going to make sure we're keeping 3 chairs between any person or group. Now, if you're a family, you can, of course, sit together. Basically, here's the rule. If you came in a car together, then you can sit together. So if you're even 2 single people from not family members, but if you came in a car together, then you can sit side by side in church together. But then there will be 3 chairs of separation between each person, therefore, or group. And but the ushers are going to try and make sure everybody that wants to be here is able to find a seat. And then throughout the service, just follow instructions. As pastor up front, I'll be talking about singing, or actually other ways of worship than singing. So it is going to be a different experience, but it's still going to be a very meaningful experience. I can assure you. It's going to be so good to be together. And then at the end of the service, again, before the benediction, I will give instructions, but we're actually going to exit out the front side doors and then come through the foyer again and out the doors. If it's a nice day, and we're hoping it is, then we can fellowship outside. If it's raining, then any fellowshipping we do here in the foyer area, we want to make sure that you're respecting one another and keeping that 6 feet of distance between one another. 6 feet and then some, especially if it is somebody who might be in a more at-risk category. So please then be respectful. Again, it's going to be great being together again, but let's make sure that we keep one another safe and are respectful towards one another so that we can all continue to be in good health, which God has blessed us as a church so much with that. So with that, I welcome you again, I encourage you to stay home if you need to, if you want to, and we'll continue with the online worship. Otherwise, we're going to welcome you here this Sunday, May 31st at Elam. God bless you.